Can you already see my presentation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Then, first of all, thanks again for joining the Dutch Pavilion. We're very glad that all of you are taking part in the Holland Pavilion. I think we have a really good delegation of Dutch organizations representing at the Holland Pavilion. And great that all of you are here in this second and last town hall we're organizing for all of you to get informed on all the activities for the event and any last questions we have for you and any last questions you have for us. So this is our agenda for today. We first have a small introduction again on the event. After that, we'll update you on the pavilion. And we have quite a full schedule of activities planned, and we'll update you on that as well. And at the end, there will be room from any questions which have not been addressed in the first 3 points. If you have any questions during the presentation, please do ask them. I'm not able to see hands, but Daniela is. So if you raise your hand, then Daniela will interrupt me, and then you will be able to ask your question.
Yeah, I can't see everyone, so it's just nice to say hey. So then I know.
There's a digital hand within Teams, so you please use that. If you have a question to ask, then Daniela will give you the opportunity to ask your question. So some general rules for this town hall: please mute your audio and enable video, and use the comments. Raise your hand, as I already told you. And we will be recording this session, and you will be receiving all slides and the recording afterwards for anyone who wasn't able to attend. Then, who's who? Well, you probably already know from Photonics NL, Peter and Daniela are responsible, and from Photon Delta, Jorn and I are responsible. Today, you have to deal with Daniela and myself. I hope that's okay for you. Then let's go into the delegation. Well, we have 18 organizations, or 19 if you also count Photonics NL, who do not have their own booth representing at the pavilion. I think a very nice number of organizations participating in the event. We upgraded the pavilion a few weeks ago for a few last-minute participants, so we have a great lineup for the event. Then just a small introduction. I will go over it quite fast. If it's too fast for you, just interrupt me. So you probably know all this information. No need to repeat that. Then maybe important for you is the opportunity to set up your own booth or demo materials. We will supply a complete booth for you with everything you need, but you probably want to put your folders there or any giveaways or a demo. You have the opportunity to do that in the afternoon on Monday. You could do it as well in the morning of Tuesday, but if you want to come to the event on Monday already, then you can do that from 12 o'clock and later. Before that, the booth builders are still busy finalizing our booth, so you won't be able to come to the expo in the morning. And the same goes for cleaning out your booth. You can do that on Friday from 1600 hours until 8. And after that, our booth builder will be tearing down the booth. So hopefully then you're all done. Then with regards to tickets and staff, Daniela, can I give the word to you?
Yes, so we just have some upgrade the information this morning. So Peter is really busy in work on this. Some people already sent me a message about the free tickets. Everyone, of course, have a number of staff that will working in the booth. So I'm gonna send an email this week with the form registration. We don't know how many staffs you can register, let's say for free. We are still working this answer, but this week you're gonna receive that information. But you can buy the extra ticket for your staff or for some guests, and this is gonna cost 24 euros per day. So if you wanna bring someone by yourself with the free tickets, so you can do this, and also you're gonna receive a Excel form where you can put this information. And also for the conference, if you want to participate in the completely conference, everyone will receive a one free ticket for this conference. But also you can buy these tickets extra. It costs 360 euros, and there is no deadline, so you can buy anytime during the exhibition. So you can buy these free tickets.
Good.
Okay. Yes. Some question? Is clear?
Very good. Then I'll continue.
Booklet. So thank you for all sending me the pictures and the booklet information. So today, if you want to make any change in the booklet information, is the deadline. So I'm gonna just finalize all the information to send it tomorrow morning to the designer. And she need around 1 week, 1 week and something to finalize this design. And then I will send you all your layouts to be approved. There is some companies is a 50 words we requested for the bronze and for the startups who went a little bit over. Maybe we're gonna check the layout. If unfortunately this over 50 words doesn't work, so then we gonna ask you to rewrite your the company description. But let's see how the things goes first, okay? Thank you. Questions about the booklet? No. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Then let's dive into the pavilion itself. So this is the final floor plan. This floor plan is also shared with you in the WhatsApp group. What's important here is that you all have your own booth number. So for example, Lyonix has A2231/19. You can use that. You can just direct people to our general booth number. But if you want to use this in your communication to direct people to your specific booth number, then this is the number you should communicate in all your communication and invitations to anyone. Then, of course, we are in hall A2. And this is a zoomed in floor plan. You can see the pavilion and next to that, the marketplace, which is quite huge. And this marketplace can also be used by you during the complete event to have a sit down with any guests. So there will be a bar with coffee and high and low tables. So please feel free to use that marketplace during the whole event. You can, of course, also go to our own bar, which has coffee, tea, and water all day. But if you want to sit down, please use the marketplace as well. And here on the right, we have the Photonics forum, and I'll get back to you on that later. But that's an expo theater with a program during the whole event, and we're partially responsible for the program that's organized there. But I'll get back to you on that later. Then this is the new layout of the pavilion. Actually, the banner will be a bit different, but in general, this is what it will look like. So we upgraded the banner on top, so it will be visible from all four sides. And of course, your own visual will be integrated in the back walls. Thank you all for sending this information to Daniela on time. That's great. Here is the information with regards to the booth. You probably already know this information, but just to be sure. Again, the silver partner setup and the bronze and startup partner setup. And then to repeat everything with regards to the booth. So we will supply your complete booth. We will make sure your visual is on the back wall. We will supply all the furniture you ordered, and that for that the deadline is tomorrow at the latest. So for all of you who have not already submitted a additional furniture reservation, please do that today or at the latest tomorrow. And just a reminder for all of you, you cannot bring any additional roll-up banners. Are there any questions with regards to the layout of the booth, or any other questions with regards to the booth?
Yeah, Bart.
I have one question.
Yeah.
No roll-up banners, that's clear, because there's already a graphic there. And a flyer rack, will that fit?
Yeah, you can bring either your own flyer rack as long as it is not too big, or you can order it via Daniela. We offer folder racks for everyone who's interested.
Yeah, I found the folder rack a little bit large. I think I've got 3 flyers in there, so then I think it was quite a big thing, so that's why I prefer my own. But also when I look at the bronze setups, it's not too big. So I think the space is something like 1.50 meters wide. And you have a shared
The bronze
table with the neighbor.
This is the dimensions of your of the booth. So it's either 3 meters wide and 2 meters deep, or that's actually 2.5. This is still an old version.
Yeah.
And for bronze and startup, it's actually quite small. It's 1.5 by 1.5. So there is room for a folder rack, but not a lot more.
Yeah. High table, and then because I've got one demo always there, and that always eats up some space. Yeah. So we'll see how it fits in. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. So, Jeroen, sorry, the fix.
Sorry, no, I wasn't sure whether I was, since Dario also raised his hand. For the video screen, so it has a HDMI cable and USB connection. But if you have USB, if you would have a video file on the USB, can it automatically play directly from it, or what kind of formats can the TV play already?
It's a really good question. I presume, but I wasn't able to get that information before today, because I asked that question to our booth builder, who will supply also all the screens. I presume that it will be able to automatically play your videos, but let me check that for you, and I'll give an update in the WhatsApp group on that matter.
Yeah, so if there are restrictions or certain video types, we can still convert it to any format now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay.
Good question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Video format. Yeah. Presume it can, but I will double check and inform you via the WhatsApp group.
And for the shipment, there is no joint shipment organized to Laceworld or Photonics, is it? No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Any other questions? No other questions? Okay. So networking areas, of course, we have our own bar. As I already told you, there will be coffee, tea, and water all day. It's free of charge, and it's also for your customers and leads and prospects you will be receiving at the booth. And there's also the Photonics integrated marketplace. If we have a visual of the layout, we will share it with you as well, but expect a bar and high and low tables. The coffee at that bar you have to pay for, so if you want coffee, get it at the pavilion and then go to the marketplace to drink it over there. So let's go to activities. There's quite a lot, and they are not all final yet, but we'll tell that for every activity that we're going to talk about right now. First, we have an informal dinner for the Dutch delegation scheduled for the Monday evening. So most of you will be arriving on Monday. And you have the opportunity to join the informal dinner. We have a location, that's a Rastkeller in the city center. And the cost indication is about 60 euros each. Hopefully that's affordable for everyone. We will share a form via the WhatsApp group, and please register for that dinner before the 6th of June. So we know we can adjust the reservation at the Rastkeller to the number of people we will be expecting. We know there will be last-minute changes, but please share with us if you want to join that dinner. You have a question with regards to the dinner? No questions? Okay.
So sorry, maybe
Yeah.
too late.
Yeah.
Last year it was organized with the OptoTech or OptoNet in Germany. Is it now purely the Dutch pavilion and no German connection?
Yeah. This is just for the Dutch pavilion participants. Okay. Yeah. So this is not so just an informal dinner at the start of the event or before the start of the event. Has no real networking purposes with other groups.
In the other years, it was always with the OptoNet group. So that's the reason for asking.
Yeah.
So it's a change. Okay.
Yeah. Then we are working on a program together with the Dutch consulate, and I have to say, for all of this, it is preliminary. We expect it to take place as we're sharing with you today, but it's still subject to change. So what we'll be organizing with the Dutch consulate together is two events. The first one is a networking dinner, and it's invitation only. All of you will get a limited number of tickets. So you will probably either 1 or 2 tickets per organization. You can take part in this dinner, and this dinner is organized and hosted by the Dutch consulate together with Photonics NL, Photon Delta, and Quantum Delta. And it will bring together a target audience of senior level from the German, French, and Dutch organizations present at Laser Water Photonics. There probably the Minister of Foreign Trade will be present at that dinner and will give a talk there. And there will be talks by Photonics NL, Photon Delta, and Quantum Delta, but the main objective is networking. Once this is final, we will inform you on that, and we will also inform you how to register for this networking dinner. Are there questions with regards to this dinner? No questions? Okay, then I'll move over to the next event, which is a networking event, which is also, it will be at the expo, and also in collaboration with the Dutch consulate. Also, this is a preliminary program. I have to change that word because I cannot pronounce it. The agenda for that networking event is first a tour with the minister at the pavilion. She will make a short round to a selection of participants at the pavilion, and will inform you if you are able to give a pitch and how long that pitch can be. And after that, she will open the networking event, and then together with a lunch, the networking event will take place at the Integrated Photonics Marketplace next to our pavilion. The exact details of this will be shared with you later on, but this is what we're working on right now together with the consulate. You will get the chance to invite people for this networking event. Probably we will share a online list where you can fill in names and email addresses, and then a formal invitation will go out to these people by the consulate. And there will be a limited number of tickets available per pavilion participant. Are there any questions with regards to this networking event at the exhibition? No questions? Okay, very good. Then I'll continue. As I already told you, there is an expo theater which has a full program during the whole exhibition, and part of that is curated and hosted by Jorn Smeets and Martin Schell. So they have a program on Thursday from 10 to 12, and here you can see who is presenting there. That's a program on integrated photonics. And you are able to join that event if you want to. It's just very nearby our pavilion, just a 2-minute walk. Are there any questions with regards to the application panel?
Brenda, yes?
Yes, do we need to register for this as well, or can I just decide the day itself?
Yeah, you can just go to walk over there and sit on any available chair that's there. So there's no registration or ticketing with regards to this application panel.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? No, then I'll continue. Daniela, what do you want to share with regards to the happy hour on Thursday?
Happy hour on Thursday. Okay, let's go. Let's open my mail. Beautiful one. So, sorry, I didn't have a time to put the happy hour in the slides. But what we have is we have some small companies who want to sponsor the happy hour. If you still want to do this, so please contact directly Petra by email. So, and then she can give all the information about the sponsoring and what you can get and the prices and how you can help with. So, and this is gonna happen in the afternoon on the Thursday. We need to just check the time, or gonna be at 4 o'clock or gonna be at 5 o'clock, but we don't know exactly what it's gonna be our allowed time. So we still waiting for some answer from the organization of Laser of Photonics. And then we're gonna work exactly the same like a Photonic West with some invitations. You can have to the pavilion your guest, and also some wristband. So you're gonna receive much more information by the end of the week when we also receive information from the Laser of Photonics.
Yeah, very good. So wristbands are going to be shared with you, and you can use that to invite people during the event. And you also we will also share an invitee list with you, and you can add people you want to invite to this happy hour, and then they will receive an email invitation for that happy hour. Okay, let's continue. Daniela.
Yeah, so we are checking some pavilion visit. If you have some input, so please help me with. I'm gonna check with the German pavilion, with the French pavilion, and some pavilions around. So this is what we have more in mind. For Tuesday, from 1 o'clock to 3, so then we gonna receive some pavilions in our pavilion, some delegations, and then Thursday in the morning we gonna to visit some pavilions. So if you have idea or something that is interesting for you, so please you can send me by email or you can tell me now. and then we can contact them for make this visit happen.
Good. Are there any questions with regards to pavilion visits? Okay. And we're going quite fast through all the information. You probably know, and if you don't, then be aware of it. There is a subsidy for startups. You can go to this URL to register for this subsidy. And you need, I think, an offering from Petra, which she can provide for you if you want to apply for this subsidy. Then for the general press message, if you have any input for a press message, could you please share that with Daniela? Then we'll gather all the information and try to see if that is if we have enough and good relevant information for a general Dutch Pavilion press message. So if you have any newsworthy things, please share them with Daniela, and then we'll try to form that in a general press message. So if you're not part of the WhatsApp group yet, please make sure you are. You can scan this QR code and then you will automatically join. You can invite your colleagues as well. It would be really nice if everyone attending, so all your booth personnel as well, are at least part of the WhatsApp group, let's say a week prior to the event. This is where we will share all our latest updates with regard to the program and any information updates we have for you. So be sure to join that WhatsApp group in time. Okay. This is all we wanted to share with you. Are there any questions from your side?
No, any input?
Sedoon?
Yes, I have a couple here. So in terms of the first dinner on Monday, the informal dinner, right? Remind me again when that starts. Did we say 6 or 8?
Sorry?
What time does that?
The restaurant 7.
At 7. Okay.
Yeah. So we want to give you time to go to the expo to get your booth ready, and then go back to your hotel, and after that join the dinner.
Right. The reason why I mentioned this is because at the same time, on the same day, there's also an anniversary event from Epic. So I'm guessing a few of the photonics companies are also going to be busy there. And that one has a networking section. So after the celebration, that networking section starts from 6 to 10, right? So I don't know how flexible you are in terms of the timing. If you can push it back further past 7, that might be easier for people to join after that. But also I don't want to keep everybody hungry given Dutch dinner times.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm not sure. I would say any later than 7, maybe a bit too late for everyone to start having dinner. But any opinions on that, please do share them with us right now, because for the restaurant it doesn't really matter at what time we start. It's up to us to decide what the ideal timing is. Any ideas from your side? Please share them.
Oh,
I hear something, but it's not. Cannot understand it.
no, I think it's the background of
Okay.
Oh, my bad. No,
Yeah.
I did not realize my microphone was that good.
It is. No opinions about starting time or ideas on the starting time of the dinner? No? then Sedoon, you have. We'll get back to you on that. But let's say for now it's 7. If that changes, then we'll inform you about it. So Sedoon, I think you have more than one question.
Yes, the second thing was about the I noticed there's a few things now that are of the networking variety that are happening in the integrated photonics marketplace, and I was wondering, is that occupied? Is there people already there, or how's that going to work in terms of sending people over?
Yeah, so the marketplace is actually just a general networking area with a bar, so it can be
Right.
used by everyone, and there's no, as far as I know, there's no other activities scheduled on that marketplace during the event whatsoever, except for our networking event on the Wednesday. So we're claiming it for one afternoon to have our networking event there. And then it's only accessible for people who have been invited to that networking event. But other than that, it's just a general networking area with a bar where everybody can, well, have a coffee or whatever you want to do there.
Understood. Right,
Yeah,
thanks.
and it's also a place where you can sit down and just have update your email or whatever. It's just use it the way you want to use it. Go there with your the people you want to talk to there. If there's no room at your booth, or yeah.
Perfect.
Do you have any more questions to do, or that was it? Okay. Anyone else? Bart.
Quick question, you mentioned a WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Is it already there? Did I miss
Yeah.
something, or it's coming up?
No, it's already there. It has been there for the last few weeks since the last town hall. If you scan this QR code, I will leave that on your screen for now. Then
Yep.
you can automatically join this WhatsApp group.
Okay, done. Thanks.
Yeah, and you can invite your colleagues as well.
Yep.
Any other questions? There must be. We're not that good on informing you, so there must be any.
To tell this, yeah.
Or perhaps one then. No, so the
Hello, Hans.
yeah, I saw that on Thursday there is now 2 events scheduled at the same time, at least as far as I could tell from the information that you provided. So it's the session hosted by Jorn, and the visiting of let's say to the other pavilions. I mean, just as a comment, I don't know whether that's on purpose or there's no other way around it, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah, we could see if the pavilion visits could be rescheduled to the afternoon, for example, not to overlap with the program Jorn is organizing. I'm looking at Daniela. She doesn't see that, but
yeah, no, it's just because we had some information now, for example, so we just received from your some upgrades about this information. So, but of course we can do this if you really wanted to do the both. We are super happy to reschedule for sure.
Good. Yeah, it's not all about me, of course. But...
okay, thanks for that comment, Jan Laurens. Dimitri.
Perhaps a small question. There is an exchange between the national pavilions. Is there some elevated pitch going on there? Is there a program already there? Do we have to prepare something there?
Yeah,
sing a song, the Dutch anthem.
If you can sing a song, that would be awesome. But for those of you who are part of Photonics West, we're gonna do it exactly like we've done it at Photonics West. But if you are not part of that, the pavilion visits, what we will do is get delegations to our pavilion and then make a round through the pavilion, giving you the opportunity to have a very short pitch. And now we have quite a few organizations, so the pitches have to be very brief. And we'll try to do, let's say, within the half an hour, we try to guide the group through the whole pavilion. So short pitches, and we'll take the groups from booth to booth to give you the opportunity to pitch.
Okay, clear.
Stan, can I make a remark to it?
Yeah.
Because at Photonics West, it was still a bit hard to get the real contacts going. So maybe we could put a bit more energy in the preparing already the other people. So for example, if we send our booklet to the French, they can also already have a look before coming what interesting companies for them are, or something like that, just to spice it up a bit.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, Danielle is responsible for the pavilion visits, but I think it's a good idea to share the booklet with our contact person there, so they can share with the groups who will be visiting prior to their
we
visits.
always do this. We are send it to the others. So
And
now
maybe also the other way around.
Oh yeah, perfect. So I can ask. I don't know if they have a booklet. Honest, I didn't see it in the Photonic West, but we also share around. So we distributed this around the pavilion.
Okay.
Not the pavilion, but the complete exhibition.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome.
Thank you, Bart. Any other questions? So, well, let's say everything with regards to the pavilion is quite clear. With regards to the program, there are still some things that have to be finalized, and we will update you either via email, or the WhatsApp group. And we'll have questions for you. For example, sending in people you want to invite for the networking event. Please make sure you use that opportunity to invite people you want to see at that networking events, because, well, it's a shame to organize something and not use that opportunity to its full potential. I think from our side, we've shared everything we wanted to share. So if there are no further questions, we can finalize this call. Anyone?
We are really good. I love it, that one.
Okay, well, if there are no further questions, then I thanks a lot for participating in this town hall. We look very much forward to seeing you in Munich in a few weeks. Hope to all see you at the informal networking dinner on the Monday evening. I think it's a great kickoff of the event to see each other in that setting. If you have any questions, know that Daniela and I are available for you. We will share the presentation with you, and then you have our contact details, email, and mobile number. So please do contact us if you have any questions. We're happy to help you with anything you need. Okay.
And also, if you have any countries that is in exhibition pavilion there, so please let me know that we can arrange the visiting.
Very good.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Have a great afternoon.
Thank
See
you.
you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Stop a record.